Soul is an essential resource in Hollow Knight that is used for a variety of different skills. So what do we do that? Today, we will be doing a challenge that absolutely no one has done before. We will attempt to beat Hollow Knight without using any soul. That means no focus, no spells, and no glowing womb. This is a tragic day for the glowing womb community. Is it possible to obtain the true ending under these restrictions? Well, only one way to find out. We start out in King's Pass, ignoring the game's advice, talking to Elderbug because we're being nice today, and entering the Forgotten Crossroads. This is where we face our first obstacle. Usually you'd circle around the area to reach Falstein and get Vengeful Spirit, which you would use to defeat the Elder Balder blocking the way to Green Path. Unfortunately, we can't use spells, so we need to go another way. You can do a shade skip above Salubra's shop to reach the Blue Lake, but I tried that and let's just say it didn't go very well. That leaves us with the Toll to Crystal Peak, which you need the Lunafly Lantern for. The problem is that lantern costs a lot of geo. We can get a bit of it by fighting Falstein and saving a few grubs, but the rest we will need to grind for. So let's do that. After all that, we can enter Crystal Peak, which leads us to the resting grounds. We get Dream Nail here and the item that we came here for, the Dream Shield. With very precise timing and positioning, Dream Shield can be used to kill the Elder Balder. And after banging my head against a wall for a while, that's exactly what I do. Now that we have entered Green Path, it's time to make some progress. We go fight Hornet, get the Mothwing Cloak, traverse through Fog Cannon, explore Fungal Waste, fight Elder Who. Give up fighting Elder Who, get Mantis Claw, don't fight Mantis Lords, we'll save them for later, and enter the City of Tears. From City of Tears we can reach 2 abilities, although both of them are locked behind Crystal Dash. Luckily, we can get that right now, so let's do that. It's just a hop, skip, and a laser to the skull away. With our newfound power, we traverse the Royal Waterways and recall vivid memories of how not good of an area this is. We grab Isma's Tear, unlock the second half of the City of Tears, and head straight down into the Ancient Basin. We then have to traverse through the most painful room so far. These should be banished to the Shadow Realm immediately. We then beat Broken Vessel, obtain the Monarch Wings, and fight Lost Kin. I got my ass beat, I am posting that shit. Now, while we can technically go fight Hornet Sentinel next, I decided to go try and reach Distant Village first so I can easily get to Hera later. I'm definitely not doing this because I'm scared of getting my ass kicked. That would be silly. So I unintentionally take the entrance I wasn't going for and die. I then take a different entrance, somehow see something I never saw before, which is pretty cool, and I die again. I then take the Mantis Village entrance this time, beat the Mantis Lords pretty easily, grab the rewards from their vault, and finally make it to the hot spring in one piece. We take a detour to Nosk, die to Nosk, get jump scared by Nosk because I didn't know he just charged at you if you go back to him, and get the pale ore he was guarding. Considering this is a nail-only run essentially, we probably want as much of this as we can get. We then take another detour for the Tram Pass, we will never use this, and fight Galleon. We continue traversing through Deep Nest and reach Distant Village with 1 mask and a dream. Alright, no more stalling. Let's go fight Hornet again.
Spread over every egg.
Not even close, baby. Now that we have the King's brand, we are officially in the home stretch. Now that we have the King's brand, we can enter the Abyss and grab ourselves the Shade Cloak. Using this, we can pass through Shade Gates, which is essential for getting the true ending. But how do we get there? Big, what are you doing here? Why do you sound so weird? Well, don't get nervous now, what is it? In order to get the true ending, we first need to obtain the 2 white fragments. One is located in the Queen's Gardens, while the other sits atop the White Palace. The former is pretty simple. We pass through this Shade Gate and fight the Trader Lord. Also, Cloud is here, just for us a backup. I'm sure nothing bad will happen to her. Oh. After we pay our respects, we take the first white fragment from the White Lady. The second one is a bit trickier though. The White Palace is tucked away in a dream that can only be entered with the Awoken Dream Nail. We'll need to give the seer 1,800 essence in order to get in. The fastest way to get essence is to fight dream bosses and dream warriors. We've already fought Galleon, so let's fight the others. Now that we can enter White Palace, all that's left is to get past the massive platforming gauntlet in our way. It's not too bad all things considered, and getting Joni's blessing while I was in Halloween Cliffs definitely gives me a lot more wiggle room. I also could have gotten Hive Blood, but that's so far out of the way and I don't feel like getting that. There are a few skips you can take which makes things easier. This section can join the Moloch room where it belongs, though. Once we reach the top, we can combine the two fragments and create the King Soul. We take it down to the birthplace, climb out of the memory segment, and turn it into the Void Heart. All that's left is to defeat the Dreamers. This is it. Everything has been building up to this moment. Once we defeat the Radiance, we're done. It's over. We beat the Hollow Knight pretty easily and faced the Radiance. Things are going pretty well. We make it to the second phase, and my Fragile Charms broke. I knew the Radiance could end Steel Soul runs, but I didn't think it broke Fragile Charms too. I guess she really is a dream fight in aesthetic only. We lost our best tools, and Leg Eater's pretty far away. Ah, screw it. Let's improvise. Will this makeshift build be enough? Well, see for yourself.
I end it now.
I've done it. I can now confidently say that you can in fact beat Hollow Knight without using any soul. All things considered, it wasn't that bad. The only real roadblocks along the way were the Elder Balder at the start and my rusty ass skills. It was definitely an interesting way to revisit Hollow Knight, and I have learned that movement tracking is pretty cool. You should try it sometime. This video took way longer to make than it should have, and I am sorry about that. But thank you for watching until the end. It means a lot. Who knows? I may try a similar run with Silksong, though that can wait for another time. Anyway, I'm tired. I'll see you all again later. Goodbye.